Time for talking almost over, Joey. How are you feeling?
Yeah, can't wait there until 8:15 tomorrow night now, and just the lads to take over and hopefully put in a good performance. And this place is obviously going to be rocking, and hopefully they put in a good performance and we get a positive result.
After having a few weeks of 3-day turnarounds, it must be nice to have a 5-day turnaround.
Yeah, now look at I suppose just the prep going into this game. Obviously the last couple of days really focusing on Linfield and getting the boys tuned into the players and getting familiarising yourself with the players. They obviously didn't know them. I suppose in the league you play each other so much, you get so familiar with the players you're playing against. So that was a little bit of a change up. So obviously we changed a couple of things in that sense to make sure that they were well tuned in who they're going to be playing against tomorrow. And listen, it's just about getting ready and the lads being prepared and the whole squad being prepared and ready to rock tomorrow, you know.
Was it a bit easier to get to grips with Linfield in terms of information and footage than maybe you had last year?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I suppose you look at that Joseph's last year, it was very tough to get any footage of them really. And I suppose when they came here and they played the game, it's probably the first time we really felt them. You know, where obviously against Linfield we've been able to go watch them the last couple of weeks, and it's easy, I suppose, and looking at the games from last season and individual clips from the players that they had last year that are still in the squad. So yeah, it was a lot easier than what it was against Joseph's, you know.
Team news wise, how are you looking?
Yeah, now fully fit squad, so again great to have that options. Very, very hard team to pick. Got to be honest, obviously I know I'm disappointing lads, you know, but as I said to them, it's a squad game and the bench has been brilliant the last few games, and I'm sure that we need that tomorrow, you know, and there'll be no difference tomorrow really. They're gonna have a huge part to play.
Last Thursday you said if anyone had their eyes on this game before the Cork game, they wouldn't be playing. From the performance last Friday, it was clear that no one was looking too far ahead. It was a very focused performance. Yeah, no, it was a really good performance, and it continued on the two previous performances, but ultimately we got the result that our performance deserved, and that was the most important thing, because I thought we needed a win. We definitely needed a win from our league position, but even here, to get that win, to get the confidence, to get the fans, give them something to cheer about, you know, and looking forward to tomorrow night. 4 halves of football, as you've said before. As a player, how did you approach two-legged ties like this?
Yeah, of course, again, you're just sort of seeing the team, and you're not familiar with the players, so again, it's that little bit at the start. Most of the times you're feeling players out and just getting a feel of how they play and the formations. You can tweak and change things, so there is that little bit of getting used to them. But then after that, here it's about ultimately your own performance and playing your own game and making sure you're on it and making sure your work rate is there and your emotional intelligence is there really, you know, and that feel. And that's a big thing in these European games, because sometimes it can drain you, the outside stuff, because there's so much talk and stuff like that. So you need to just stay focused on the game and your performance, and ultimately after that then and the results will normally follow. It's
Talca but slightly different. I don't know if people can notice on the camera, but the pitch that bit narrower.
Yeah, no, it gets brought in, but here again we had experience of that from last year, so the lads are used to that, and obviously the training pitch that we were on today is the same dimension, so listen, no issue.
Far in Talca for the first time ever as well?
Yeah, again, something different. Obviously had a referee in yesterday, and it was great obviously speaking to the lads about and how it works and just giving them little things that obviously we've now played in the game with it in, so it's great to have that opportunity of speaking to a ref that has used it and just giving us a couple of little pointers on it and stuff like that. So again, yeah, thanks to that, thanks to the FUI and the refs for allowing that and facilitating that.
What's the sense of excitement like in the squad? It's such a massive occasion for the football club.
Yeah, no, listen, great opportunity there, and I'm sure, listen, this is why you play football, this is the games you want to be involved in, you know what I mean? Yeah, all the graft last year to win the league, these are the chances of this is what it's about, you know, and ultimately it's about the lads. That's me alarm or something else, and then ultimately it's about putting in a good performance, and hopefully the result takes care of itself.
Behind you, people have noticed the Dave Rogers mural. He made himself an immortal by what he did in a European game for Shells. Is that something that you'd urge these players to do, you know, make yourself write your name into the history book?
Yeah, of course. A big thing would be just don't have any regrets. These moments don't come around often, you know, and once you go out and put in a good performance, do yourself proud. That's all you can ask for, really, you know.
The games last year against St Joseph's in Zurich, they were special occasions, weren't they?
Yeah, no, without a doubt, great here. Obviously the first game here, Mark scored so early. The atmosphere here was brilliant, you know, and it was a tough game, obviously, and then going over there and winning. And here, I suppose in them 2 games, we've seen the whole sides of European football. You went off to FC Zurich and we are caught cold, you know, by a top team, and ultimately then you're on the wrong side of a result and stuff like that. So again, there's great learnings in that for the group, and obviously a lot of the players are still here that played in them 2 games, so hopefully they can bring that into tomorrow and nail down the performance.
Fast starts, we know how important they are, but a good finish is going to be really important, especially playing a side who are still in their own pre-season.
Yeah, no, listen, I think people are making a lot out of that, you know, but I think The players nowadays fully professional and looking after themselves 24/7 all year round. You know, it's hopefully, yeah, we probably have a little bit of match sharpness more ahead of them, I think. But overall fitness, yeah, I don't think it's too much to look into.
Good luck tomorrow, Joey.
Thanks very much. Cheers.